All hail a beard, it's your boy Big Beard Beat, and we are back for another edition of Big Beard Business. Today, my brothers, we are here to help you in the service of winter, helping you smell your best for that, sexy time. Today I'm hitting you off with 5 sexy winter fragrances for men in 2022. So now that you know what we're doing, let's go ahead and get down to Big Beard Business. First up on our list today, we have a 2021 release that is effortlessly seductive. That fragrance comes from the house of Armani, and this one is Armani Code Parfum. This is the EDP, but there are so many great fragrances within this code lineup, it was hard to choose one. I figured that since this was the newest fragrance out of the bunch, then this one had to go. That stated, the entire line is just really top tier when it comes down to fragrances that work in that close encounter situation, but also, again, effortlessly seductive. They've kind of cracked the code, so to speak, when it comes down to that. This one here specifically, Armani Code Parfum, is this amber woody fragrance that has this oriental vibe to it. Some cedarwood, tonka bean, and lavender are going to be some of your key notes within this fragrance. So it starts off a little bit fresh, small notes of floral within this fragrance, but it also comes off as rich, seductive, and very attractive. So make sure you're trying this fragrance out. New release, so it's not going to be on everyone's radar. Next up on our list today, we have an intense men's fragrance that takes a pivot from the original, and it does it in such a good way. The fragrance comes from the house of Jean-Paul Gaultier, and the fragrance is Le Malt Le Parfum. Now, the Le Parfum version to me is not quite like the original, not quite like Ultra Male or Ultra Malt, but this one is done in such a masterful way. This fragrance here with Le Malt Le Parfum, you're gonna expect something that is spicy, woody, but within that, you're gonna expect notes of cardamom, lavender, iris, as well as vanilla within this scent. It's one of these fragrances that I continually go back to, and it's like, what took them so long to release this fragrance? There were some fragrances within their releases, I was like, why did they do this? But not with this one. If you're looking for a fragrance to rock this winter 2022 that's going to be sexy and work in a plethora of occasions, then this is the one that you should try, as well as the others that we talk about today. But Le Malt Le Parfum is on the list today. Now, the previous 2 fragrances we spoke about were really newer releases, but this next one is a blast from the past. Yes, my friend, this one is an older fragrance release, and I think it has been discontinued, but it's still easy to find online, and I'll have it linked and listed down below for you. But this one comes from the house of Mugler, and this one is Mugler's Pure Malt. Now, Pure Malt has this boozy quality feel to it that you just will enjoy here. So in addition to that, you can expect that the smell of this fragrance is going to be on point, the performance of this fragrance is going to be on point, as well as the effectiveness of this fragrance for that close encounter situation, if you happen to do so this winter of 2022. Also, what I'm going to tell you with this fragrance is that it still incorporates what made the Mugler Amen line so legendary in that right, which is that legendary patchouli note within the scent. Now, they've taken that patchouli note, and in Pure Malt, they added a boozy quality to it, and Ultra Zest, they added that zesty nuance of orange there, and also the list goes on. Pure Havana, you got the tobacco. You see where I'm going with this. They've really dug in and made something that was extremely good with this fragrance. This fragrance has been revered and recognized for its performance, its longevity, as well as the compliment factor that rolls in with a fragrance like this. Again, with Pure Malt, you can expect some booziness here. There's some whiskeys within this scent. You got that patchouli, you got amber, you got cedarwood, and there's also, I believe, some tobacco within this fragrance that all around makes for a seductive scent that's going to make you feel and also smell sexy this winter. Be sure to check this one out. It's probably already in your collection, and if you have not worn it in a while, make sure you put it back into your rotation. Now, we're down to the final 2 fragrances on my list today, and this next scent is one that I gave a 10 out of 10 its official review, and I've talked about this fragrance for years because I think this fragrance really has performed for me, it's worked for me, and it's garnered me the attention that I want and desire. So if you're not looking for attention, this fragrance is not for you, okay? So skip over this one and just leave the video completely. So here's the deal, man. This one here has raised in price from a retail perspective, and you don't really see that much when it comes down to fragrances. So grab it before it goes up even more. Depending on where you purchase this fragrance from, it has risen between 14 to 15%. Not a ton, but it does add up if you have a huge fragrance collection. The fragrance originally started at 126, is about 144 now, and the fragrance comes from Maison Margiela, and the fragrance is none other than that of By the Fireplace. Now, By the Fireplace, as I mentioned, I did give a 10 out of 10, and this scent here features notes of clove, crackling wood, chestnut there, and at the end of the day, this is a fragrance that is really reserved for that cuddle buddy activity. If it's cold outside, you spray this fragrance on. It's going to have something that is cozy to it, and it draws people in, and hopefully it draws the right attention that you are looking for. This fragrance is as stated. On the bottle, it says burning wood and chestnuts. That's what you get here. You get that crackling smell. You also get that burning wood, chestnut. It's all there, but it's super enjoyable. It's mixed with that vanilla aspect. You have clove, you have chestnut, and it's just a masterpiece of a fragrance if you're asking me. And one of the fragrances that has turned me on to the replica series, as well as the entire lineup of what the Maison Margiela company has to offer. I hop into them head first when they release fragrances simply off the strength of this one and others that they have done, but this is really what started my love for the company. So there you have it. By the Fireplace is on the list today. Now the next and final fragrance on our list today is one that, well, will help you get lucky this 2022 winter, and the fragrance is none other that of 1 Million Lucky from Paco Rabanne. This fragrance I've been talking about since its release because it is just that good. From day one smelling this fragrance, I knew that this one was going to be special, and it is still here years later. Key points here, this fragrance is a flanker. So the fragrance that this one is based upon is 1 Million, the original. And that is a legendary scent in itself because not only did that fragrance perform, it worked in clubbing scenarios as well as garnered a ton of compliments. And that's what we're going for on this channel. You know, here on this channel, we're improving your confidence via compliments using the wonderful world of fragrance. And this is one of those that does it. Not only does this fragrance perform in the winter, this fragrance has also been said by multiple women online. Don't take my word for it because sometimes like, yo B, where'd you get this data from? All right, go on YouTube, check them out. 1 Million Lucky is just that. Green plum, hazelnut, woo! The fragrance does it all. I have an official review on this. Maybe I don't. I'll have to check that out. If I don't have an official review, I'll definitely be sure to bring one to you. Listen, that's all I have for you today in terms of this list. Let me know what some additional fragrances you would add here because there are a lot of others I would do here. I hit you off with 5 today. That's all I have. As always, I'm your boy, Big BB. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend that we are back again. And you already know what I need you to do. Just hit the goddamn